What's up, Valorant fans? Welcome back to the Valorant Report. I'm IHOLDSHIFT, giving you guys the final breakdown on the WePlay Invitational, as well as a small look forward on what's to come from the quote-unquote professional scene of Valorant in the current day. So, taking a look to see what's going on here, because there's not really much to talk about, but you take a look at where we're going to be finishing off. It was G2 going up against Fish 1-2-3 for the grand finals. And it was honestly just one hell of a start for G2, especially when it comes down to Operation Shutdown Scream, as he would only go 15-13 on map number 1. But it would also help for G2 when your Sage is able to frag as much as David P was. We talked a lot about how this was going to be an eye-opener for G2 in one way or the other. Either they'll walk away as being the best team in Europe, or maybe they're a little shaky, because we needed to see someone besides Mixwell start to make a name for this G2 squad, and we got just that in map number 1, as both David P and Pat have done that convincingly. 13-9 on Bind for G2 to get things started. Then we go over to Ascent for map number 2, and it wouldn't be much different outside of the fact that Scream did pop off a little bit harder, but a lot of his kills came in relatively uninfluential moments, like a 3K on a pistol round after the round had already ended, for instance. But the best news about this G2 squad is that they ended the tournament in a much better light than where they started it. You got to keep in mind that we had a couple of mild questions crop up after a bit of a shaky group stage with a couple of not convincing results from G2. Now though, after this 2-0 and they get a 13-9, then a 13-8 on Ascent, no one can really say anything besides the fact that G2 Esports is the current best team in Europe. They win at the Vitality Series. They win now in the WePlay Invitational. Kind of going through to some of your top performers all the way out. Top KD on the weekend would go to Shao, playing mostly on Raze and Sova with a 1.32 KD and a 1.76 KDA. 20 kills on average per map, the highest that we've gotten out of anybody yet in Europe. Artis would actually be the number 2 player on that overall list, the best player from G2 statistically, a 1.23 KD, a 1.74 KD and assist ratio, and then an 18.7 kills per map average. Beyond that, BZT had a great weekend, Mixwell had a great weekend, Cryptix, Lucker, and Link also had incredible weekends. Definitely players that are going to be great additions to those, I won't say lesser known teams, but again, when we're talking about the potential of more organizations coming into the mix to Europe, you're looking at big performers and players that are going to capture your attention. I think Cryptix has done a really good job as being one of the best, if not the best Cypher currently in Europe. Link has showcased that he can play at extremely high level, and then things are looking good for players like BZT when it comes to, again, the quote-unquote lesser-known squads out there. If you can find a way to brand off of some of these guys, you'd be in a great spot. Beyond that, Eccles, Soulcast, Pat, a lot of players had great weekends this weekend, and I think that's all good news, especially for Fish 1-2-3, who are going to be going under the banner of Team Liquid here in the near future. That announcement has not, I don't think, at the time of this recording, been officially made, but it should be coming up soon. So a lot of things to look forward to in Europe. I would not imagine that people like Party Parrots, Fish 1-2-3, even Null Panky or Need More DM might not be looked at in a higher light when it comes to organizations. So as we go on, the big question we have about Valorant Esports next is, what's next? And just coming up in the immediate future, the PAX Arena Invitational is coming up this week, as teams like T1, Gen G, Cloud9, Solo Mid, 100 Thieves, Team Envy, even the newly signed squads of Complexity, Renegades, Built by Gamers, they'll all be there. This is going to be the biggest showcase we've had in North America, and then you've got a couple of teams that are put together mostly off of content creators, but they should still do really, really well, I think. It's going to be a group stage format into a playoff single elimination bracket still, which is a touch unfortunate, but everything is at least best of 3. The grand finals will be a best of 5. That action kicks off on the 22nd, which is Wednesday of this upcoming week. So as we move forward as far as what content to expect here on this channel, I hope to be able to do a more competitive tier list on agents here in the near future to kind of update the previous video that I had from before, now that Rain has been in the mix, although maybe not so much competitively. And then beyond that, of course, we'll be doing format breakdowns, predictions, and recaps of everything going on at the PAX Arena Invitational. So make sure if you like Valorant Esports content, you subscribe on your way out, like the video if you liked the video, and hopefully we'll catch you guys right back here for the next one. Until that time, though, hope you keep holding it down. Later. Bye-bye.